Hanaki! Did you know that our souls are connected by fate? What do you know? I'm Yuno Hanaki, the one and only Oiran from Mialoon. Hello everybody, welcome in, happy Monday. Happy Onimon. Welcome, welcome. Hi. Hello. I hope you guys are having a good start to your week. My start to the week's been pretty alright. I think I'm doing okay. I'm chillin'. Certainly a better Monday compared to some of the more bad Mondays, I guess. 4 days off in a row? Well, congratulations. Enjoy your little work break. Also, Destroyer, congratulations on your 60 stream streak. You know, in space. I'm in space. Let's freaking go, dude. Every day is still Groundhog Day to me. Dang. Everything's just kind of repetitive. I mean, I feel it. It's like that for me, too. But that's kind of what happens when you are unemployed, and every day kind of just bleeds into itself. Hello, Purple. Hello. Hi. Oh, did you guys notice that the background is a little different? I tried one of the different, backgrounds that's available with this, pay-to-use background. Hold on. You need to see. Look! It's demonic outside. Feeling pretty Onigashima right now. Feels Onigashima, man. Scary? It's not scary. There's just a demon parade going on outside. We do not need to worry about these things. Dark and gloomy, just like my soul. Okay, 2007. I order my coffee black, just like my soul. Is it Witching Hour or Omagatoki? I guess the second one, more so. I guess the second one, more so. If I had to pick between the two. Best Monday of the year so far? For me? No. This is just a Monday. It wasn't a bad Monday, but I wouldn't say it was like a fantastic Monday. You know what I mean? It's just kind of been a Monday. A Monday, tone indicator somewhat positive. Half positive, maybe? That's what that is outside my window. Good thing the snow hasn't melted yet. Do not snowball fight the Oni. They are just having a silly little yokai parade. Do not worry. Karmically balanced Monday? Yeah, sure. Chaotic neutral Monday? I don't know about chaotic. Perhaps a lawful neutral Monday. You know, Hanaki kind of day? You kind of. Kinda sorta. I haven't really been up to much. Today was kind of like... not really very fulfilling. It just kind of felt very brain rotty. Like, I feel like I mostly just, like, watched videos and I didn't really do anything. Not that I was really, like, aiming to be productive, I guess. But it just kind of felt like nothing happened. And so I was just kind of stuck sitting here like, huh. A whole day went by and I didn't really do anything. And that just felt a little bad. Brain rotty days aren't bad once in a while. I guess so. There's just something about it that didn't feel very good to me today, I guess. It was kind of weird. And then when I took my, my afternoon nap, my dreams were also, like, really detailed and convoluted and kind of crazy. So that left me in a weird headspace when I woke up. That was then not really cured by dinner or anything, so I was just kind of like, well, I guess I'm here now. But, like, I don't feel bad. It's just weird. Just a weird kind of day. I don't know. I can feel too brain rotted when I don't learn at least one thing. That's very fair, I think. be fair. For me, it's not so much needing to, like, learn something as it is to just, like, feel like I did something. And to me, watching videos a bunch doesn't really feel like I did anything. Even if they're videos that, like, teach me something or whatever. Like, I just feel like I didn't really make full use out of my day. Not that I would really know how to articulate, like, what would make me get full use out of my day. I'm just looking at what I did and I'm just like, damn, it was a lot of fucking nothing. I guess it was a very nothing burger kind of day. Which I suppose is, again, better than a bad day. I had some weird dreams last night. They kept breaking up my sleep too. Isn't it the worst when they're like weird and they wake you up, but they weren't necessarily bad dreams, they're just odd? Because that's what was happening to me during my nap too. Like I kept waking up from these weird dreams being like, why did I dream all that? And then I'd have to like roll over and try to get more sleep. And the dreams would just continue to be weird. Even if it just moved on to a different weird topic. It was very bizarre. Like, one of the scenes in the dream that I had was that I was with Hitomi at, like, a water park. And apparently the water park was doing a collaboration with us, like, both me and Hitomi, because they had a drink that they made based off of Hitomi's Damadachi design. But they spelled, like, a crucial word in, like, the name of the drink wrong in both advertisements that they were showing us that they were going to put up on their drink menu. And I was like, is this AI? And then I was like looking between the two images in my dream and I was like, I think they generated this and the AI didn't know how to spell the words. And I was like pointing out all of the differences and how like the design was off in both spots and it was trying to like match what the original input was, but it wasn't doing a good job. And I was just like, this is very disappointing for a collaboration. It was weird. I know what it is. You flowers for Algernon yourself after burlesque. No brain rot can compare. I mean, I guess. I do really like that movie. I do really like that movie. But yeah, I don't know. It just felt weird. Signed to play Water Park Simulator. I've seen other people play that game. I wonder if I would like it. And I know it also has Twitch integrations. That way viewers can be like customers at the water park. I've wondered if I would end up liking that kind of game. So maybe. But it was very interesting that my brain chose like a water park for this alleged collaboration. It was just so weird. I don't know, it was weird. Sounds fun and comfy. Perhaps, perhaps. I hear that Water Park Simulator is more on the silly side rather than the like comfy type of simulator, but still. I half expected you to say you were power washing it. No, 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 no. I have not had any dreams of power washing things. Surprisingly, considering how fixated I got on that game, I have not had a dream of power washing stuff. My dream last night was weird. I was gonna get eaten, then I had the revelation, what if I eat it first? And I woke up biting my pillow. Dang, I've never had a dream that's like impacted how I'm like behaving physically. I think when I dream, I just kind of like lock the fuck in on the dream. I've never woken up like biting something because I was biting something in a dream or anything like that, or like gripping something because I was gripping something in a dream. That's never really happened to me. Upcoming Onimon beach episode. Beach episodes aren't going to come until like summer for Onimon. Water park, you want boys in shorts and gals in bikinis all buying your merch. Plug it here. You're right. In case you forgot, I have merch. Smile, 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 smile. In case you forgot, I do have merch. Let me get the link. In case you forgot, in case you haven't bought it yet, or in case you want to buy more of it. I remember getting into a fight in my dream and falling out of my bed when I was younger. Oh my goodness. So dramatic. But yeah, I don't know. Even in dreams where I'm like falling or whatever, I just wake up in my bed. Usually like lying on my back, which is probably the only thing about it that's weird because I'm not usually a back sleeper. I'm a side sleeper. Merch, by the way. Merch, by the way. I'm a lucid dreamer, but more in the sense I can control them. I've never had them affect me IRL before. Huh. Very interesting dream, then. Very visceral. Once woke up to slamming my head in the wall because I dreamt about getting punched and my head reacted. Whoa! That's kind of crazy. Dreams are wild. You plugged your merch all by yourself. Yeah! Merch. Buy it. Buy it. Buy it lots. Buy it much. Please. Tomorrow will be the 2-week mark. 2 weeks-ish left. Two weeks-ish left to buy merch. You should buy it. It will give Oni money. You want Oni to have money, yes? Yes. Onimon. Yeah, that's literally me. Onimon? No. Onimoni? Yes. After a 9-hour day of a Halo 2 LAN party, I went to bed, exhausted, almost asleep. Brain makes a grenade sound, roll out of bed, grab pillow, jump forward in one motion. Stop myself from throwing my grenade pillow at the enemy when I realized the tag was a pit. That's crazy. I mean, I don't know if that's so much a dream as it is just, like, impact of what you did during the day. I used to be like that when I was a kid and we would come home from, like, amusement park trips. I would end up having, like, dreams of still being on the roller coaster. And, like, the feeling of riding the roller coaster and, like, dropping down the first hill and stuff. Because that was what I had been doing for most of the day. Similar to, like, a beach trip that I took once. I had dreams when I was back in my bed about, like, the ocean waves lapping against my body. So I had dreams about, like, the waves. Like, my body was moving with the waves even though I was, you know, laying still in my bed. Something, something. Wasn't a real dream, was the smoothest movement I have ever made in my entire life. I love that for you. Proof that your body has got it. Whether normally or not, debatable. But it's still good to know that you have the ability, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know. All of this is just to say today was a bit odd. My dreams made it feel more odd. So now I am here, and I'm not feeling particularly bad, just odd. And sometimes when I have, like, this odd feeling in my brain, it's kind of just like there's cotton stuffed in my skull. So it's a little bit hard to think. And who said video games can't teach you real life skills? Yeah, Mom! Halo 2 taught me how to defend myself with a pillow grenade. Yeah, Mom! Video games taught me so much. Cute. Do better. Josh Knowles, thank you for the $20 tip. Thanks for always making my day better. Well, thank you for being here. Just having you guys around is always enough. It makes my day feel a little better too, even if I have cotton in my head. Let's pick it out to make a t-shirt out of it. Oh boy. Riveting. Even me? Yes. Every chatter. There are no exceptions. There are no exceptions. Zero. Stuffed horns win. That would be such a weird idea for a plushie. I don't even know if that would make sense. Oh, stop. But go on. Yeah. Don't let it go to your head. A headband with Yuno horns? Are we just gonna basically make Mickey Mouse ears, but Yuno Hanaki horns? Is that what you're wanting? No one would buy that. Nobody in the universe would buy that. Yes? Okay, so one person would buy that. I don't think anybody else would buy that. Maybe if it had the buns too. Well, then we would definitely be encroaching on Mickey Mouse ear territory. Wife neck pillow first. I was literally typing that about Mickey Mouse ears. Yeah. It sounded like Mickey Mouse ears. I folded and bought a whole new merch bundle. Let's go! Thank you. 2 bundles. Because now you have merch you can use and merch you can keep in a shrine in like a glass case where it'll be protected and forever. Pristine for all of time. I had the idea of having my OC have a Yuno headband horn if I decided to donate it to one of those Otome Kickstarters. That would have been so funny. If you ever could donate to the high enough tier to submit a character, the idea that you would use it to have them represent me is very funny. Very sweet. Gonna preserve it in resin? Let's go! Preserve it forever. We love preservation in this house. It'll become a family heirloom. What would a Yuno shrine look like? Not the merch, but the vibe. Purple. Probably a lot of flowers. Probably like black and gold accents. Probably maybe you'd have some like traditional like folding fans around it. Anything that's like the more traditional Japanese aesthetic, I suppose. A whole bunch of yaoi/BL manga in it. Not a whole bunch. I'm picky about my BL. It has to be good BL. One for cuddles and one for target practice. What do you mean by this? All my merch stuff is basically acrylic. What do you mean target practice? The frick? Oiran choker would also be nice. Oh, like for merch stuff? That would be if I could ever partner with like a jewelry company. Which, I mean, I do dream of doing one day. I'd love to recreate this choker as like an actual jewelry piece someday, but that would be so fucking expensive, and also nobody would buy it. Nobody would buy it. That would have to be merch that I only get when I know I have enough female fans. Which isn't gonna happen anytime soon. Good BL, so like 3 books. I am pretty picky about my BL, yes. Ginger Romantica is going in it? That's fair. Ginger Romantica was one of my formative yaoi. $24K gold. I don't think it would be that expensive of gold. But I do think it'd be kind of cool to make like this actual choker in real life. It is very pretty, but it's also very complicated to make, I think. It would be too complicated, I feel. Real 14-karat gold and amethyst gem. I should learn to make jewelry. That would be pretty sick. Sell the bone. I'm not selling the bone. That is my treasure. That is my relic. Nobody is allowed to have that but me. That is mine. No. Gold bananas crown. They're not fucking bananas! God! Do not tisk. It is mine. The people are scattering. It do be like that sometimes. Anyhow. I think you have too many nas there. Shit's bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Yeah, you put too many. It's banana-nanas. Glad I backspaced on the thing I was about to enter. I think you saying that you're glad that you backspaced is almost as bad as just not saying the thing. You probably would have been better off just not saying anything. He's calling Batman to save him. Batman can't help you. You know, the anime princess. I really don't understand why that is the moniker I've been given, but sure. How's your day going? It's a day. Not necessarily a bad day. Not really, like, a productive day either. Just a day. Sometimes you just have a day. Banana. You're doing your best over there. You know the Hanaki? I do not understand where the Hanaki came from, but thanks. What were your thoughts on the final PowerWash Simulator 2 level? It was alright. I was expecting more. It ended kind of quickly. Hitomi and I finished it within like an hour. Well, not within an hour, but like a little over an hour-ish. So we were both like, huh, that was quite short. Also, all of the text coming in with them telling us what the parade was like was kind of lame. I know the whole point is that they can't, they really can't show it because it's not how the game works, but it was just kind of lame to have a character be texting us like, oh wow, the parade! This character's doing the gritty! It was just like, okay. Why are you telling me this? I'm stuck working. What do you want me to do about it? So that was kind of annoying. And I know they can't show it to us, but I was just like, these are just kind of bothering me. Other than that, though, it was, like, fine as a level. Like, I don't really have a particular opinion about it. It was simply a level. This party is lit. You should have been here to see it. Wow. Yeah, literally. I was like, huh? Why? Did we really need this much information on this? Apparently we did. Being an essential worker during the parade. Yeah, literally. I was there saving the world, and they were just sitting there texting me about all the stuff happening at the parade. I did think the cinematic cutscene at the end was kind of cute, with all of our cats being present, and all of the text coming in with everybody being like, thank you, you do such good work for us, thank you, you're amazing. That part was cute, but like, otherwise it was just kind of a meh level. I think if they had made it a little bit longer, maybe I would have liked it more. But as it stands, it was just kind of okay. It was simply alright. But I still enjoyed playing it. It was a good game. I am keeping an open mind for the DLC. The DLC is probably not really going to appeal to me much, because as far as I know, most of the IP that they've discussed potentially being DLC are things that I'm not particularly into. But I'll probably still do some of the DLC levels, if only because Hitomi also wants to do them. PowerWash Addict wants the game to be longer. Yes. Yes, I do. But I just feel like because it was the final level, it should have taken longer. Like, the level that we did afterwards so that we could fill more time took 2 hours. That level took like 2.5 hours, compared to how the final level of the game said it was like, it was like an hour. So, I don't know, I just feel like that's a bit of a weird gap. The devs said they didn't want as ridiculous of a final level as PowerWash 1, but I think they went too far the other direction. Yeah, probably. I don't know, because I never played PowerWash 1 at all. Hitomi played a little bit of PowerWash 1, but she said she didn't finish it. Didn't get to the final level. So, I don't really know enough to have an opinion about it, because my first game was 2. So I don't really have an opinion on that per se, but I do think that this final level should have been longer to like account for the fact that it's the final level. And we had levels that were like not even that important that ended up taking like 2-ish hours to complete on their own, so I just think it should have been longer. Like making it at least 2 hours would have been better. I was expecting activating the shrine to flood out black goop, which was going to be the final level part 2. Like I said, I thought we were going to go inside the little temple and have to clean the inside of it too, but we didn't. Once we finished cleaning the outside, we just got Big Crystal, and then we cleaned Big Crystal within a few seconds, and it was like, oh, there you go. World is saved now, apparently. I think if they had like 3-staged it like that, it probably would have been better. Are you ready for PowerWash 3 the RPG? Yeah. Yeah, I am. But speaking of RPGs, you know what I'm actually ready for? The new .hack game that got announced today randomly. What the fuck? I'm still shocked. .hack in the year of our Lord 2026. Additionally, the fact that it's been confirmed as like a reboot of the .hack franchise, it's not technically related to the original material at all. It's like brand new shit. Also, it's going to be entirely done by CyberConnect 2 rather than being tied to Bamco, which is also awesome. They are free from the shackles of Bandai Namco. Wish we could say that about a lot of other IP. But CyberConnect 2 gets to do all of it themselves, and that's really cool. Apparently they've been developing this project for like 10 years, just in the background. And they just announced it today. A tweet I saw comes to mind. Finding out everybody likes .hack the whole time. I thought it was just, yeah. No, I agree. I'm surprised how many other VTubers I've seen getting excited about .hack, because I thought it was just me also. But there are so many other VTubers that are like, whoa, .hack's coming back. That's so cool. This means everything to me. And I'm just like, where have you guys been? They've been working on it for 10 years and they just tweeted it out. Well, I guess they wanted to wait until they had something much more polished to show for it, you know? So I get it. But, like, I'm very excited. Still remember catching a few episodes of .hack Sign on Toonami and being confused AF. Yeah, Sign is admittedly a bit of a confusing anime. I've been standing on top of this mountain when you were at the bottom. I mean, .hack was one of my childhood favorite franchises. I loved it very dearly, but it is admittedly a series that kind of falls to the back of my brain until it awakens inside of me. Which is what happened this morning when it was one of the first tweets that I saw on my TL randomly. I was just like, holy shit, whoa. And it's cool looking. Like, all the redesigns for the base characters looks really cool. Everyone keeps wondering if it's going to be like a remake, as in it's going to tell the story of Kite and Black Rose again. I don't think so. I wouldn't be surprised if they just use the base character models, but they're just, like, completely different characters now. Because this is a whole different era from the original .hack. Like, I don't think it's going to be anything like the original story of Kite and Black Rose. Or any of the other characters. Though it would be kind of interesting to see if Haseo comes back. But, I don't know. I played the first PS2 hack games. I never played the sequels. I still remember one level was Chosen Hopeless Nothingness, and I have no idea why. It's been in my head for 20 years. Yeah. I also have .hack Infection for PS2. But I was a baby, and I didn't really understand what I was supposed to do. So I never got very far in it. I did play through the .hack GU games. I have the trilogy on Steam. Most of my knowledge of .hack comes from the, like, Legend of the Twilight era. I really liked the manga. I read some of the .hack light novels, including the light novels for .hack Sign. I watched .hack Roots when I was younger, which is like the prequel for the .hack GU era. It's kind of all over the place, .hack, but, like, it's really cool. I've always liked it. I've always liked its approach to the, like, trapped in a video game type of isekai compared to other genres that have tried to do the same thing. The thing that I find super interesting about the .hack reboot that's been announced is that they've confirmed that the game is going to have segments that take place in the real world as well as in the virtual game. When Hack originally released, they didn't have enough budget in order to also do stuff from the real world. They could only focus on the stuff that happens in the video game, which is why all of the, like, IRL quote-unquote segments are just you, like, reading emails and news articles. Because they didn't have the budget to, like, make the actual world. But now that they've been able to work on this project completely by themselves, there's going to be more of a focus on the IRL as well as the stuff that happens within the game, which is very interesting to me. Like, real world game or real world game. Like, the game itself is going to have, like, a real world interactivity element, like, within, like, the IRL, and then you're also going to be able to log into the game. Not like an AR game? I don't think so. But also, I do think it would be kind of neat if they decided to do that as some form of marketing. I would be open to it. But no, I think this project is so cool. I'm very excited. .hack 0. Well, Zero, because it's not related to the .hack 0 that released, like, however many years ago. New thing. And I feel like even though some of the character models look like the original characters, I don't think it's actually meant to be like Kite or Black Rose or like Balmung or anything like that. I think it's just based off of them. But they do look really cool. .hack ARG, everyone who plays goes into a coma at the end. Let's go! You guys are gonna have to rescue me from the video game because I would do that. Probably their descendants or something. I don't know about descendants. I just think it's like... I mean, it's obviously way too early to be theory crafting, so I don't really want to theory craft too much. I especially don't like theory crafting when I don't have enough of like a canon basis to go off of. But purely based off of what I have seen, I would be very interested if it was like people who heard like legends about people who used to play the game like in the past, and then they tried to make a close approximation to their characters as the characters that they use when the world gets rebooted. Because I feel like the premise is going to be that the game went down, obviously, after the fact that it was causing people to go into comas and shit. I think it eventually got like forcibly taken down and was gone for like years, and then it finally comes back. And there's like people now who are going to play the game that heard the legends about like the ancient legendary players that are like, I'm gonna try to make my character look just like theirs. Surely nothing will go wrong if I do this. Soft reboot would be the best introduction. I just don't know how I'd feel about like seeing the old characters exist in like the modern day and then trying to paint their problems in the modern world, because so much of it would be alleviated if they had the more modern conveniences, you know? Well, that's just me. I personally think it would be nice to just finally get new characters. I don't really think we need it to be Kite and Black Rose again. And then like Orca and Balmung and all that. I don't think we really need to revisit those characters again, personally. I think it would be nice to have new people exist. Kind of more Legend of the Twilight style, I guess, where instead of it being the OG players, it's people who just made their characters look like them. Or like got to inhabit like the previous avatar. I think that would be more interesting. But from what little they have said about this game, they're planning for it to be a more like independent addition to the .hack world. And they have basically been calling it a reboot. So I feel like that means to me that it's not going to be the same characters, but I can't blame the people who want it to be like Kite and Balmung and Black Rose. Like, I get it. I don't think it is. When are you putting it on your throne? I have to know what the fucking price is first. They don't even have a listing for it on Steam yet. At least I don't think so. I didn't check. Yeah, they have the teaser website, but they don't have a link to like a Steam listing yet. Let's go with $100. I mean, I won't be mad. But we honestly don't even know when it's gonna, like, release either, so... I'm just kind of sitting here, like, eventually? Hopefully, now that they're confirming that they've been working on it for this long, it would be nice if it released, like, sooner. But... I will be as patient as I can. I spent most of the day playing Fragments in Celebration. Let's go! Heck yeah. They should have shadow dropped it. I would have peed. On God, I don't think I would have actually made it to this stream. I think I would have just been like, sorry guys, no Onimon. I have to play the new .hack game. Goodbye. Guys, I have to go. Understandable. Thanks. Glad to have a community that understands me. But no, I don't know how I would have felt if they shadow dropped it. I think it needs to build hype properly so that people can actually get excited for it. It should come out when .hack sign took place. Oh, it was 2009. Barfs. And I don't know, the way the trailer was showing like social media posts and like blocking people on social media, it kind of just feels like it takes place later. Granted, it might not be that much later. It could easily just be like, oh, this game takes place in 2016 or whatever the hell. So it's still not like super modern, but the implementation of the like not Twitter in the trailer just makes me think that it's meant to be a more modern take. Especially with like the vitriol that was getting spewed in the replies. I was like, I don't know, that looks pretty modern Twitter to me. I feel like older Twitter used to be a lot more positive. Meanwhile, these people are expressing their dislike of the situation they're in, and everybody's just like, have you considered maybe you're the problem, Lamau? And I feel like that kind of mentality was really only starting to become more prevalent as like modern Twitter evolved into the cesspool that it is. But I'm excited. Whatever they're planning to do, I trust them. I hope that this game ends up as like cool as I want it to be. I will be playing it. I will be sat. I probably will not stream it. Because I'm still not really wanting to stream JRPGs right now, but I will be playing it. I will still be seated. And it will surely be good time. Yes, yes. Hello, hello! Welcome in, oh, Hanaki! Glad you could make it, welcome. Sorry, more important things have happened. I'm just like, hi, sorry, hiatus for a week. I have to play the new .hack game. Goodbye. Akin to what I did for Bustafellows. Because that's just kind of what you have to do now. When you are like me and you love JRPG. I must go put myself into jail so that I can experience video game. My sequestered little prison. Let me just sponsored by CyberConnect too. If that ever happened for me, I would probably explode. Make it part of your job by talking about it on stream. Would it count as a tax write-off if I only talk about my experience of playing it on stream? Asking for a friend. The answer is probably not. The answer is probably not. Another long-form review? It could maybe end up being a long-form review. But it would take a lot of time for me to finish the game to where I could make a review. But I suppose potentially I could make a video essay out of it. Odds are I would probably have a lot to say. If you don't tell the IRS. Well, I don't know about all that. The BGM is so peaceful. Thank you. It is from, it's a Dova Syndrome track. I have the song title and the composer in my credits on my Twitch, so if you would like to find the upload, you can go get it. And also use it yourself, because that's the beauty of Dova Syndrome, is they let you use it with credit. Yippee, yay. But yeah, I really like this one. It's cozy. It is a good BGM for how Onigashima Mondays usually go. I love Dova Syndrome. Me too! They're so good. What if you have a long-form compilation video of every time you squeal at something in-game? Then that would probably be at least 40 minutes of squealing, depending on the video game that it's compiling. Because there have been a lot of video games where I have squealed at stuff. It almost sounds like a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon track. I agree. It just has this, like, fun, mysterious, but, like, relaxing tone to it. Best 40 minutes of my life. It's like that person who made the, compilation of all my laughs. I've talked about that compilation before, but I don't remember... It was just like something, you know, Hanaki laughs to brighten your day. Or whatever. And I was like, wow, someone compiled my laughs. That's crazy. Which is, it's still so weird to think about, because I'm always so, like, lit about my laugh. To think that someone liked it enough to make a little compilation of some of the highlights is crazy. But very sweet. I'm just like, whoa, I'm being perceived. Crazy. A compilation of all your laughs is it a 30-hour video? No, I think it was only like 5-ish minutes or so. I don't remember how long it actually was, but it was just like, you know, Hanaki laughs to brighten your day. And I was like, wow, that's me. You know, laugh is S tier. Thanks, bro. Thanks, man. I've never really felt that way about my laugh, but thank you. Or Oni tier? True. Tier Oni. Yes, yes. But yeah, I guess I would have to be the one to make the compilation of all of my squeals. Me giggling and kicking my feet at things that happen in video games. Giggles and wiggles make the serotonin jiggles is crazy. Free me from this corporate prison and I will do anything. If only, if only. If I had infinite income, I would definitely hire more editors. Unfortunately, I don't. I gotta work harder in order to reach that point. You know, laugh gives happy chemicals. Stop. Thank you. That does mean a lot to hear. But like I said, I'm still not used to it, so I'm just like, what? Really? Me? I do that? It just does not register. Step 1, be VTuber. Step 2, Step 3, profit. True. There's a mystical step 2 in there somewhere. Love is stored in the U? Stop! Hazukashi. That's very embarrassing. Unonium is a magical substance, so I have been told. All I can do is distribute Unonium. I do not consume it myself, so I only know secondhand information from the people who do consume Unonium. It is my job to produce the Unonium, so I do not also consume it. Wug. The plug does not get high on her own supply. Yeah, no, that's fair. How do you produce Unonium? I press the start streaming button on OBS, and then I say random words into a microphone, and then I wiggle my model, and apparently that's enough. Allegedly, that's all I have to do. Unonium is stored in the horns? Is it? I don't think so. I figure something happens whenever I wiggle. I was scared for a second. Why scared? Why are you frightened? The trick is to hate it here. Yeah, I say I hate it here, and everybody's just like, Unonium, thank you, nyam, 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 thank you so much, nyam, 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 nyam. Damn golden strategy right there. If it works, it works. It definitely ain't stored in the buns. Well, I mean, it could be. I don't know. Unonium is the counter element to copium. Have you been inhaling too much copium in your life? Have you tried Unonium? It will help, trust. It's stored in the wife. Now that is probably more likely too as well. That is probably also more likely, speaking of. I guess because she's been brought up. Wife check. Wife check. She's good, she is wifing. It seems she is doing well. No way, it's a copium receptor antagonist wife. I haven't seen her since the incident. Well, now you have. There she is. Is Unova the withdrawal? Unova is the withdrawal from the Unonium. The longer I am unable to stream or unable to provide Unonium, the more Unova it becomes, allegedly. And then we are so back when I come back. And it's okay again. Make sense? Yeah. Yes, it do. There's a mathematical equation for this somewhere? Probably. I'm not gonna make it, though. I'm not very good at math. Does a thigh slap on wife sound different from thigh slap on not wife? Not really. They sound about the same. I think the touch is probably what feels different. Not just because of the fact that there's a tattoo there, but I think because it's a magic-based tattoo, it gives you like a different surge of energy. Slapping not wife, is just like the ordinary sensation of slapping a girl on the thigh. I think if you slap wife, there's like a course of magic energy that goes through your arm, and it's usually not positive. I think it would probably hurt you as like a defense mechanism. Unonium is a partial agonist at the copium receptor, and at low doses an antagonist at the Unova roller coaster transport protein. At high doses, though, it acts as a partial agonist. Wife smacks back. Yeah, kinda. Why would we slap wife and not kiss wife? I don't know. I'm just answering the hypothetical. That said, I think kissing wife would have a similar effect of, like, magic coursing through your lips. It might hurt. Easy way to lose your hand. True. Again, defense mechanisms. She must protect herself. Please understand. Promise. Please. Please. What if I lay upon wife? Will I walk with her forever in the afterlife? No. Laying upon wife does not have the same impact because that does not hurt her. And it does not, like, startle her like being kissed would. I agree with the idea that laying on wife means that it would be, like, slightly warmer than if you laid on the other thigh. But I don't think it would kill you. But there would still be, like, a magical presence there that would just, like, slowly seep into you. I don't necessarily think it would be healthy, but I don't think it would hurt you as badly as the slapping or the kissing would. Does booping wife make Buno explode? No. That's only if you try to boop my nose. I think if you boop wife, there isn't really anything that really happens. I suggest calling non-wife thigh the thired wheel. Ba-bumch. Where did she go? I'm right here, silly. I can go anywhere. If you boop wife, the magic reboots? I guess if that means that if you boop wife, all of the magic dissipates from the tattoo and goes back to the bellflowers in the garden. So she can start building up energy again. Because you have to remember, part of my powers now is that I take energy from the people that I entertain with my Oidon activities, and I take that energy to feed back to the bellflowers. So I imagine the close contact that you make with her means that I'm absorbing more of your energy to take it back to the bellflowers. So just keep that in mind, you know? If you rub beans on wife, the universe ends. If you tried to come near me with beans with the intention of rubbing them on my thighs, I think I would have your ass escorted out of the hall immediately. And then you'd probably be banished from Onigashima. Yuno powers bellflowers. Does this mean Buno powers bell peppers? No. If it means I'll get slammed through a table, worth it? Well, you wouldn't be getting slammed by me. You'd be getting slammed by a guard. So like a really big Oni. Hell yeah. The people are into this, apparently. Tomato, tomato, what the fuck? I see no downside. Adding further evidence to the Damadachi are just one big fruit bowl theory. You are not helping your own cases. Nothing wrong with that, though. Ay, ay, ay. How big is this bowl, though? Pretty dang big. There's a lot of Damadachi in there. Pretty dang big. I'm having white rice and oranges for dinner. Is this girl dinner eligible? Does your white rice have any seasoning? Is it bland? It's def bland. Okay, yes, that is a girl dinner. That is a girl dinner and also probably a struggle meal. Urban Dictionary was of little help there. Oh no, you tried the Urban Dictionary, you guys being a fruit bowl. Are the oranges peeled? Strug girl meal. Strug girl. Struggling girl dinner. I mean, if it's yummy, I suppose it's worth it. That's how most girl dinners are. Girl dinner is famously when you put the effort in to wash the rice and wait for it to cook. Hey, making rice is honestly not that hard. The oranges are pre-peeled? Kinda fascinating. I have never heard of pre-peeled oranges. That's definitely girl dinner core. And struggle meal core. Excuse me? Yeah, apparently they're pre-peeled. Which I've never heard of being sold before. I guess it's not that unusual, but I've just never heard that being a version of oranges that someone has bought. Crazy. Feels like the membrane would dry out. Hmm. You haven't been visited by the peeler goblins. The fact that you're saying it so seriously, sounds like someone hasn't been visited by the peeler goblins. This guy's never had a peeler goblin come to his house. $5 for 2 sets of 4 pre-peeled oranges. So 8 pre-peeled oranges. That's crazy. Point and laugh. Crazy. So that's why my bananas are sometimes left without wrappers. Yeah, it's the peeler goblins coming to peel your fruit for you. They don't cut the fruit, they just peel it, and then they leave it out, knowing that you're going to come pick up a fruit in the next, like, 10 minutes or so. My My food/cooking ability is below Yuno's. Okay, that's kind of crazy to admit in this chat. Can you tell them to stop peeling my tomatoes? I can't talk to your peeler, Goblin. You gotta handle that yourself, my guy. Leave a little note on your tomato plants. I have 2 pre-peeled bottles of orange in my fridge. They went and liquefied, but I think they're fine as long as the goblin safety seal isn't broken. I think if your oranges have liquefied, that just means you have very, very pulpy orange juice. They peel the tomato and put the note back on. That is a very Moai situation. I'm sorry for your loss. They need to stop peeling my kidney beans. It's weird. Well, maybe you should stop leaving your kidney beans out in an open, peeler goblin accessible area. And this guy's leaving peelable produce out for the peeler goblins and then getting mad when it gets peeled for him. We need an advanced warning system for peeler goblins. What we need is for them to finally establish what day of the week they're going to come by your house. When do you want the peeler goblins to come to your kitchen? And whenever they do come to your kitchen, they have to know that everything that is in open access to them is something that they can peel. Otherwise, you need to put it somewhere for safekeeping so that it will not get peeled. Can you prank a peeler goblin by leaving out a coconut? You will come out to a shaven coconut. It will be a shaved outer shell, and then if you go to pick it up, you'll realize it's already been, like, broken into a perfect half for you. So no, you cannot prank them. This fruit bowl rocks. Well, they peel my bone-in pizza. Are you saying you want them to peel the pizza so that you can have access to the bones? Because that's a deboning process. You're going to want to talk to the deboning goblins. By Yuno killers, I mean blueberries, not beans. Yeah, that's fair. I wish I could eat blueberries. I miss them so much. If you need something deboned, you need the Wonder Boner. That's a real product. I do remember the Wonder Boner, yes. It's always the weekend. The US contained the problem by hiring them to peel stamps for the mail. They get antsy on holiday weekends. Oh no. Oh no. We're in danger. The Wonder what? The Wonder Boner. Have you guys never heard of this? That's crazy. I have to show you it. Have you never heard of this? It's for deboning fish. You've never seen this? Maybe not on stream? No, I gotta show you. You don't understand what you've unleashed by telling me this. It's a real product! Is this one of those products you could buy for 3 easy payments of $19.99? Yeah, of course, bro. Hold on. Hold on. hold on. Give me a sec. Hold on. The things I do for you guys. Hold, please. Hold, please. You don't need to see all that. It only has 200 likes, which is crazy. It deserves more. Okay, hold on. I need to show you culture. I need to show you culture. You tell me you've not seen it. I need to show you culture. What do Yuno's recommendations say about her? I watch VTubers. That is what they say about me. No, we're good. No, you need to know culture. You need to know culture. I need to show you the Wonder Boner. It's important. You need to understand. You need to know what's going on. You need to pick up what I'm putting down.
Whoa, got another one here. Oh, whoa, whoa. Get the net. There he is. Got it. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah. Okay. Who wants to clean and debone him?
I'll do it. What gives? You want to do it?
Just wait till you see what I've got. It's the Wonder Boner. The Wonder Boner? Oh, you laugh now. Just watch. You just assemble the Wonder Boner stainless steel rods like this. You take the fish, you find the top of the spine, and you slide him through the ring on the Wonder Boner, and...
Ugh, gross.
Voila!
The Wonder Boner. My wife would like that.
Introducing the Wonder Boner, the amazing new fishing tool that makes deboning fish a breeze. The Wonder Boner's unique design removes the bones from trout, char, and whitefish. Simply connect the appropriate size stainless steel rods. Start the spine through the ring
Yuck.
and push the fish through. It's that easy. And the Wonder Boner comes with a nylon storage case that doubles as a base and a cutting board.
Wow, as a
Why
base?
go through the hassle of deboning a fish the old-fashioned way when the Wonder Boner makes deboning fish this easy?
Well, I think the Wonder Boner's a winner. So, Dave, where did you get the Wonder Boner?
It's funny you should ask.
Order your Wonder Boner now. Call toll-free 855-246-9948 and receive the amazing
wow.
Wonder Boner for just $19.95. The Wonder Boner comes complete with 3 sizes of stainless steel
3
rod tops and
sizes?
2 extension rods and will debone fish
For the
up to
fish's
3
pleasure.
pounds. The Wonder Boner is the perfect gift for your fishing friends and your favorite chef. In fact, every tackle box and every kitchen should have the Wonder Boner. Call toll-free 855-246-9948 and order your Wonder Boner for only $19.95. 855-246-9948. Call now.
So that's the Wonder Boner. That's the Wonder Boner. You're welcome. I am glad to be the one to show you culture this day. You're welcome. You're welcome, by the way. They pull the fish out of the river and immediately debone it when it said the fish should be dead for at least 6 hours. Well, you know. Fishermen. They hardly know hermen. This is a real product. It was a real product, yeah. Very real. Thanks for whipping that out real quick for us. Yeah, I'm always ready and willing to quickly showcase the Wonder Boner to the people who need it. Does Hio know about this product? Do you want me to ask her right now? I don't know if she's streaming. Hold on. Does she stream today? I don't want to bother her while she's streaming, but I will DM her. Because I think it'd be funny to see if she knows about it. Hiyori. But I don't want to bother her while she's streaming, so I won't bother her while she's streaming if she's going to stream today. I'm not seeing any information. You can't give her context? Okay. I mean, I wasn't going to. I was genuinely just gonna straight up ask. Okay. Where are my messages with her? When did I last message her? Okay, there we go. Okay, I have asked her. Will she answer? I don't know. This is going straight on her Yap account? Maybe. I don't know. I remember as a child, a toy called Mr. Bucket had a commercial jingle with the line, "I'm Mr. Bucket. Put your balls in my mouth." That's awesome. Feel like this is something you saw at midnight one night and it became a core memory. I think I watched a YouTuber I like react to this commercial. At least I feel like that's what it was. Peeler goblins crossing into boning territory? No, like I said, you need to talk to the deboning goblins, not the peeler ones. But yeah, we'll see. The problem with Hiyori Mokami is that she's very popular. And gets messages like all the time, and I don't know if she's going to get a chance to respond to me anytime soon, especially because my message is not very serious. She's very busy, so like I doubt she's gonna reply to me anytime soon. Tell her it's important and flash the senpai card. I literally can't because she works for another company now, which means I'm no longer her senpai. Like, I'm literally not her senpai anymore because she works for a different company now. She's in a different agency. She has other, like, actual senpai. She's your kohai in her heart. I mean, she's my kohai in my heart. I don't think that's how it works anymore, though. They don't have senpai culture there? Then tell me why everybody was referring to the other gens as senpai. They had that whole stream where it was like, oh, we don't really do that there, but then they also were going and saying things like our senpai and our kohai. They can't have both. Can we watch and react to those crazy Japanese commercial compilations? I don't really want to derail the entire stream into a react stream. I only showed the Wonder Boner because it was relevant. Like when I had to show you guys my pee-pee. This is just the sequel to when I showed you guys my pee-pee, remember? I loved that so much. I love the pee-pee commercials, same. They're so good. Is pee-pee still in jail? No, actually, there was a development about that. They managed to reduce the charges down to just 1. And because it was just like 1 misdemeanor, they decided to let pee-pee go. So he did not get arrested. Pee-pee is free. Freed pee-pee. Yeah, he's freed. He's free-pee. What the hell is the pee-pee? Guys, I think we need to have a yearly watch of the pee-pee commercial because we just had somebody say they don't know what pee-pee is. Guys. It's time! Guys, I think we need to have our regular showing of my pee-pee. One moment. Keep them steady. You have to be ready to witness pee-pee. One moment. God, the minute I start it, I just immediately get so happy. I love this fucking commercial so much. This commercial's everything to me. Now this is the thing that I saw at like 3 a.m. while scrolling YouTube and had a fever dream over. Okay. 1 second. After just the cropping. Bit of a spoiler because you already see the little guy. But you have to see him. Okay, there we go. Alright. Guys. Once again, I introduce to you... Pee-pee. Don't you want to eat peanuts with pee-pee? That's his only dream. He just wants to eat peanuts with you. He wants to eat peanuts with you so bad. This is recorded on a potato under the ocean. It's peak! This is peak! I took an egg and see what happened. You guys ever take an egg? A simple yet attainable dream. I fucking love this little guy. This is my favorite creature ever. This is the kind of thing that would be in the middle of a bloody room. No! Pee-pee's only committed a few felonies. And like tax evasion. He's never committed violence. Only a few felonies. Like a handful of crimes. A few? Yeah, a few. We've talked about this before when I went through the lore of all of the item label creatures. He's committed a few crimes. A few. But, like, nothing major. Average crimes. Misdemeanors? Yes. Recently it was misdemeanors. Yes, recently. If we're talking about recent shenanigans, yes. Guys, I have a message notification on Discord. Do we think it's Hiyori Mokami? Let's find out. Oh my god, it is. She just said the what in all caps. So, that means I have to show her now. Okay, I've sent it to her. We will get her thoughts soon. It's relevant to her new side quest? Yeah. That's what I said. I specifically asked, as a fisherwoman, have you heard of the Wonder Boner? And she just said the what in all caps. So now I'm sending it to her. Anyway, she needs it. It's only a simple payment of $19.95. It's just a simple, easy payment. Surely she can afford that. This is an essential item. She could use it as a write-off, because she has to use it for fishing. Fishermering. Kyo lure. You're so right. You're so right about this. If it ends up on her throne as a joke, that would be pretty funny. Because you know for a fact that Kawus would immediately purchase it. This goes one of 3 ways. She cold opens stream with this with no context. She laughs so hard streams are canceled until June, or she ropes the other 3 girls in and they recreate the ad. That would be pretty funny. Do they still sell them? Now that's a question. That's a question that I think we need to answer. Let me see if the site is still alive. I do think that is something we need to discover. Please hold. Moving everything around so that I can still see what you guys say, even as I faff about. Does anyone sell them? I'm gonna find out. I'm doing research for us. Guys, we have to know. Might be someone selling it secondhand. Oh, probably. No, I can see it on Amazon. That's crazy. no, this is a list for, like, real ones. No, I want this. I want the stupid one. Watch It is considered indispensable and we are just ignorant, but that would be funny. Real fishermen all love the Wonder Boner. Well, the original site that sold it is down. I searched both the original spelling and also what I think the real spelling was supposed to be. Neither of them have active sites. Stop it. All the eBay listings are sold out? No! Despair. But yeah, unfortunately, it looks like it's pretty much out of production. I imagine the only way to find it now would be if you could find, like, random eBay listings and the like. It's so cool, though. There was an era where it was so popular. Also, it apparently has an official Facebook page if you care. If you even care. If we had a listing we could suggest it to her throne, that would be so funny. I'm seeing a random listing for it on Instacart, which is hilarious. It's listed for like $2 on Instacart. I don't feel like that's the right one. Wait, this one. I found a site called Master Basser that lists it with free shipping. Is this real, though? Is this a real listing? Master what? Basser? Like the fish. The bass. Master passing my wonder boner. Bruh. The what? Guys, please. Yeah, I mean, it looks like on this particular site you can check it out. I wonder where they source it from. How do they have access to this? Where did you get this? How? I am baffled. I am perplexed. I am perhaps worried. It's moments like these that make me thankful Yuno exists. Why these? The metal, the ground, probably. All right, look. All right, look. Look, listen. But no, I'm not kidding. It's literally available on a site called Master Basser. For 20 doll hairs. And then maybe also shipping. No, just kidding. It says free shipping. Something about this just doesn't feel real, though. Like, is this a real site? Maybe. Imagine you go through with purchasing this on this website and they just give you like a knockoff version. That would be crazy. Do I need to, like, check to make sure Master Basser is a legitimate website? Do I need to be concerned? Worth? I mean, I guess you would still get a Wonder Boner. It just wouldn't be the right one. If it was a scam, I guess? What if they just give you coordinates to a landfill? That would be pretty crazy. I don't know. It looks like they sell a bunch of, like, random fishing and hunting stuff. And, like, boat stuff. Okay, reviews. So, like, wait. Oh, this is, like, reviews they've written about products. As in, they've only written one. Guys, I'm so sorry. The fact that I found a review that they wrote kind of means that I have to read it out loud, because the minute I read the first couple of lines, I think we found our new beef Wellington copy pasta. This is a review for the Min Kota Copilot, which I guess is a remote for like a boat? Because it says stuff about increasing and decreasing speed, steering left, turning the propeller on, steering right. So I guess this is something about like a boat remote? I guess? Oh, okay, it's for a motor that you attach to like the back of your boat that you would use for fishing. It's mostly the intro that I think is funny. I probably won't read the entire thing. Mostly because I wouldn't understand a lot of the terms, but... This beginning is so fucking funny. I have to. Oh, imagine the neighbor's envy. Your boat is riding against the wind all by itself as you masterfully win the battle with a huge fish. After that sight, there's no coming back. You might as well be crowned king of the county. How do we get there? Well, one of the Min Kota Copilot systems definitely might do the trick, which is exactly why we decided to go on a quest of our own and write this Min Kota Copilot review, updated for 2018. There are several options and we'll get into each one. For starters, your choice is dependent on your budget, type of fishing, type of lake, level of autonomy, and other factors. One example is fishing at the Big Muskego Lake. Fishing there is done tight to the various bogs. You'll have more movement on the trolling motor. Yep, sure. And naturally, you may want to have your hands free for casting into those tight pockets. If you are interested in only the Min Kota Copilot review of remote controlling accessory, parentheses, remote, and the mount/receiver, close parentheses, then scroll to the bottom. I first wanted to review the entire system with the trolling motor and the advanced iPilot link option. I'm king of the county! I just think that's awesome. Man, I love people who have to meet a word quota for their reviews. You're so funny. This sounds more sincere than expected. Oh yeah, no, it's very sincere. But some of the elements of it are definitely filling in word count. There's nothing wrong with that though. Everybody's been there. Mosquito Lake? No, Muskego. M-U-S-K-E-G-O. Muskego? Muskego? I wouldn't know how to say it. I'm from Onigashima. I don't know how to pronounce things. Not mosquito, though. Beef Wellington word count filling was on another level from this. This is true. This is definitely like Child's Play compared to Beef Wellington. Beef Wellington was kind of crazy. When you are fishing with a friend and one of you catches one, the other can play with the remote and share the experience. Or, when you are riding solo, you can strap the remote around your neck, and it will quickly become one of the handiest gadgets you add to your boat. Just the sheer possibility of a remote control and adjusting speed and direction will make you highly efficient. Fucking what? Around your neck? Are you sure? Is that where it needs to go? Wouldn't you want to put it, like, on your belt loop? I scrolled to the bottom, by the way, to read this sentence. I was kind of scrolling just to see if there was anything else that was particularly funny, like the intro. And I saw wrap it around your neck, and I was like, what? Choke me with the boat controller. Ah! Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy hell world. I wish we had something that was on the same level as Beef Wellington, though. God, I miss that. I want to go fishing now. I haven't gone fishing since I was, like, maybe 12 or 13. It's been quite a while. But I used to fish a lot. I want them to review the Wonder Boner. Well, that's the only review that's on the website. It was written originally in 2017, and then they updated it in 2018. But I don't think they've done anything since then. I also don't even know if they've updated their website at all. I was checking the reviews page because I thought it meant like reviews for people that have been buying stuff from the site, but they did not. How long is that thing? Not very long from what it looks like. I don't even see it attached to like a rope. I don't know what Beef Wellington is, and at this point I'm afraid to ask. Hold on. Someone very kindly made a compilation of the Beef Wellington incident. So let me get that for you. There's a 36-minute compilation of me reading the Beef Wellington post. long story short, the bit was that I was pretending to be like Yuno GPT, and I was like acting like an AI bot, and I was like giving bad advice and just talking like how AI does. And somebody asked me for a recipe for beef Wellington, so I Googled one, and I was trying to go through it, and I was like, wait. And so I got distracted from the bit of pretending to be Yuno GPT, and I just started reading the article because the way it was written was so funny. And we literally just lost our minds for like an hour going through this article about this lady and her passion for beef Wellington. I had my fiance listen to the beef Wellington supercut as an intro to Yuno Hanaki. Really? Are you serious? Did you actually do that to your poor fiance? Of all the things you can use to introduce me! That's awesome. No, I love that. That's so cool. Anyway, yeah, it's a 36-minute compilation of me reading this very silly recipe article. So if you have the time on your hands, you should watch it. They put in a lot of effort to make this work, so yeah. Not even kidding, it was on our date night while driving to get dinner. Well, as long as it was your entertainment while you were on the way to get a lovely meal with your fiance, I will accept that. That makes me really happy though, thank you. I hope you ordered beef Wellington during the date. Did you find the center cut of the beef, which is the tenderloin? Watching that video while driving is dangerous, bro. I'd die for real. Got to the restaurant, ordered fish. That would be crazy. I wish there was a place to order beef Wellington from. Maybe someday you'll find it. Or maybe once you decide to plan out your wedding. Not that I should really have that much input on your wedding. I don't know if I know you like that. But like, wouldn't it be kind of funny if you had beef Wellington as one of the main dishes at your wedding? I'm just saying. We laughed about the center cut for days afterwards. Oh, wait, that warms my heart. Knowing that I kind of became an in-joke between you two. Wait, that actually is really sweet. I'm laughing about it right now because I'm just surprised that something that sweet occurred based off of my silly ass. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it and had fun. I mean, obviously I did the stream, but we also have to give them we have to give Broken Clipping their flowers for highlighting that stream as well. Somehow managing to make it digestible when it was over an hour of bullshit. Good stream though. Was that fish deboned by the Wonder Boner? Is it all connected? Maybe it is all connected. Maybe the fish that they ordered was deboned with the Wonder Boner. Yuno leads others to that which she can't possess, a date. Someday, I'm going to win, and I'm going to have a random fuck-ass stream, and a man or a woman is going to decide, yes, Yuno Hanaki, that one. And then it will be fine, okay? If I have to be the bridesmaid and not the bride and make other people have wonderful memories with their partners until then, that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. New business idea, Yuno Hanaki's wedding Wellingtons. Hey, I know enough about beef Wellington now, I could probably do it. That would be pretty funny. And then you will have beef Wellington. Yes, then I will have beef Wellington on that date. Someday. Today is not that day, but like someday maybe. Today though, no. Yuno as a bridesmaid, but it's just that iPad on a robot dressed up like the wedding party. Wait, that would kind of go hard. That would be kind of cute and would kind of go hard. You probably could make the standing stick of the robot be dressed up. That'd be kind of cute. How will you find that someone if you never leave the house? Love finds a way. Love finds a way, even if I never leave the house. It's fine. Yuno never managed to catch the bride's bouquet because it flew over her head. Oi. I've actually only ever been to like one wedding in my life, so... And that wedding didn't really count because it was like a family wedding. Most of the people that were there were my family. So, you know. Nothing could have really happened there. But then Yuno would have to talk to the guests in real time. I could do that. If it's virtual, like through the iPad, that would be doable. That wouldn't be hard. They married their family member? No. It was just that most of the people in attendance were from like our side of the family. The groom's side, there were only a few people from his family that showed up. It was like majority ours. It was majority Hanaki. The chance that Limbo Fitzgerald becomes real and crashes through your front door are extremely unlikely, but not necessarily zero. See? This guy gets it. See? This guy gets it. The person will be watching the Beef Wellington Supercut while driving, crash their car into the wall of the Yuno box. Love at first sight. I don't know if it would be love at first sight if they crashed into the side of the Yuno box. I kind of need my Yuno box to be intact so that I can live. Kind of need it to live, ideally. That would also have to be a pretty crazy crash to happen. To be on brand with being an Oiran, you have to pay the robot for you to talk. Oh my god, so true. Super cut to a Geico commercial. It will lead to a rom-com shared house situation. I don't know about all this. What if the person is a billionaire and has you come live with them? Limbo? Limbo? Yuno is like Snape from Harry Potter. Fitzgerald after all these years. Always. Literally me. Well, actually, has it been years? I guess it has been a couple of years since I played Bustafellows 1 the first time. Not a lot of years, but it's been multiple years. We're recreating Bustafellows in real time. The problem is I don't have time travel powers, so that will be kind of difficult to fully recreate. I don't have the time travel powers, so that might be tough. That might be rough and also tough. The next time your neighbors bang the wall, they are really going to bang the wall. Please don't. Yada. Now you know what you gotta work on? What the hell? I know they say in order to find love, you have to improve yourself, but like, I don't know if I can improve myself by learning how to travel through time. I don't think it quite works like that. You know, bottles the convo route the first time. That's not true. In Bustafellows 1, I nailed it. It's Bustafellows 2 where I fucked up. In Bustafellows 1, I got the true route with Limbo easily. I don't want to hear it. Not with that attitude. Man. You know Hanaki will return in Chrono Trigger Doomsday? Please do not put me in Chrono Trigger. I would literally rather be in any other fantasy universe than Chrono Trigger. I do not want to be in Chrono Trigger, thanks. You can put me literally anywhere else, though. Dragon Quest it is, acceptable. I don't really know anything about Dragon Quest, but acceptable. Have a good day. Yuno and .hack, also acceptable. I will take this. Warhammer Universe? I guess. Again, I don't know anything about it, but acceptable. Dragon Quest is the comfort food of RPGs? I wouldn't know. I've never bothered to pick up a Dragon Quest game. Yuno can become a Slime Ranger. Yippee! Slime Ranger! I feel like Yuno would thrive in the 40k universe, unironically. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I truly know nothing. I have heard people speak of it, and I have heard people say that there's a lot to learn to get properly into it, so I'm like, okay. Fair enough. Hyper dystopian universe? Eh. I'd be fine. I'm just a little Oni. $40K is fantasy in space and grimdark. You're caught up. Some people live normal lives in it. Yeah, I guess I'd probably be one of the ones living a somewhat normal life. Kind of hard to be fully normal when you are a half Oni. But yeah. The people of the Warhammer 40k universe would declare you a mutant and have you executed. I see. Guys, I think this guy just really wants me to hate Warhammer. Bold assumption if you're in 40k? Again, I literally don't know. I just kind of have to take everything you guys say at face value because I know nothing about it. Just the truth of the setting? Okay. I guess in a way that is thriving. You know, if I die. Put her in the Madoka Box universe? What is Madoka Box? I obviously know about Madoka, but what is Madoka Box? Student council president and her friend solving student problems at Hakoniwa Academy through a suggestion box. Oh, okay. That sounds silly. Dang, her boobs are big. And we see asking for a friend. I mean, I don't think you guys are going to consider them that big. I just feel like compared to the other characters in the image, her boobs are big. I'm just like, for a high schooler? I guess. Hold on. Windows noise. Her. The titular girl. Those are some pretty big boobies. You were right, thanks. What year was Medica Box again? Medica Box is from 2009 to 2013. According to the Google search that I did. When it comes to boobs, Yuno knows ball. That's the perk of having a streamer that likes women. Replace the God Emperor of Mankind with the one and only of mankind. Let's go. Sure. I don't know if I deserve to be in a position of power, but I surely will not use it for evil, smile. The weebs would fight over her and Ria's Grimory back then? Oh, I see. That waist needs burgers. So you like them with big bongala hoogs and also a big waist? Very based if so. Rias is from High School DxD. Ah, I never watched High School DxD. I watched a little bit of High School of the Dead. Like, I think maybe I gave it a 3-episode try, and then I was like, this is bad, and I didn't watch more of it. High School of the Dead is peak, though. I do not agree. Or at least the me of back then didn't really agree. Never got through the bullet between her bust scene? Nope. It's fun, but zombies, so I understand. Yeah. I mean, that was before I really realized how much I dislike zombies. I kind of realized how much I dislike zombies around, Last of Us era. Last of Us was kind of what made me realize how much I really don't like zombie stuff. Chess is the only reason to watch High School of the Dead, I suppose. I mean, I guess. I don't mind an hourglass, but that's a little too please eat, I'm worried. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I am also always concerned about girls who have very, like, skinny waists, but then, like, giant bongala hoogs, because that hurts. When you don't have, like, the body mass to support the rest of your body, but then you still have the massive bongala bongaloogs, it hurts your back. And it hurts your everything, really, to be honest. Their poor spine, real. Do you dislike the concept of zombies or the look of zombies? Could you watch Korewa Zombie Deska where the zombie looks just like a normal human? Yes. Because I was also able to watch Zombieland Saga, and I didn't really mind the zombies there that much. Because most of the time they had makeup that made them look normal. But it's more so the concept of zombies than the looks. Like, sometimes if they look really, like, gory and icky, I don't like it. That's usually when, like, the appearance turns me off. But if they act like zombies, and also if I have to watch a character that was a human slowly transform into a zombie due to the infection, I don't like that. The thing that I don't really like about zombies is how people lose their humanity to become a zombie. And I really don't like all of the, like, metaphorical death that comes from becoming a zombie, like the death of, like, a person's soul, brain, existence, in order to just become, like, host of a virus. I don't like it. There's just something about that that really gives me a major ick. But that's just me. There's this movie called Warm Bodies where a zombie gains humanity by falling in love with a girl. Interesting. Gains humanity as in was once person A but then becomes person B through falling in love with a girl? Or is it falls in love with a girl and then restores to previous personality? Like remembers human existence type of thing. Because I also think part of it, besides the fact that I don't like the idea of losing humanity, is the fact that it also does the whole, like, memory death. Because it makes you forget about your entire life, basically, in favor of you just becoming host of virus. Regain sentience? I see. Sort of become more than their desire to eat brains? I see. I mean, I guess that's fine. I still don't really think I'd go out of my way to watch it. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like if they become zombies but don't really act like traditional zombies in the sense that they are basically just still human but like undead, I don't really mind that as much. Romeo and Juliet, but zombies. I see. That's cool, I guess. It's a 6.8 on IMDb, so I wouldn't be rushing to watch it either. I mean, fair enough. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of the gist of how I feel about zombies. I just don't find it appealing. It's also why I'm not really into, like, stories that involve people getting absorbed into a hive mind or, like, any sort of thing where it, like, turns you into just, like, a... I don't know. Like, it subjugates you to some sort of higher power. I don't really like that, because I feel like like, just death of a person is, like, icky to me. How do you feel about aliens? Aliens I'm fine with. Aliens are generally fine. Existential horror is not Yuno's thing. No, I do like existential horror. I just don't really want it to involve zombification or, you know, dronification or hive minds. I don't really like it. I can tolerate hive mind stories and, like, dronification, I guess, type stories more so than I can tolerate zombies. But, like, they're just not my ideal. But I don't mind an existential horror. I have not seen Parasite the Maxim, no. Borger, exactly that. Well, I don't really have interest in Star Trek in general because I'm not really into sci-fi, so. really into sci-fi in general, so I've never really had an interest in picking up a Star Wars or a Star Trek or any of that kind of stuff, really. Just not really a genre that intrigues me all that much. Not enough boy kissing. I mean, I've heard that Star Trek can get kind of gay. Not fully, but like kind of gay. Still wouldn't be enough to get me to watch it. It gets gay with the recent stuff, so I have heard. But yeah, I don't know. Overall, that stuff just has never really been for me. I've always been more of a fantasy enjoyer than a sci-fi. Look for boy kissing horror for Yuno. I mean, at this point, the summer Hikaru died is probably the only option, and that one is very existential horror. Which I have heard very good things about. I just don't really want to watch it because it's sad, and I don't like sad stuff right now. I don't really want to watch too many sad things. I'm trying to watch stuff that is either like sad with happy ending or mostly happy. Has been my preference recently. Yuno is in her happy phase. I'm in my, if I have to suffer through heartbreak during a story, I need it to end happy phase. Shinsekai Yori manga has boy kissing and horror. Okay, but the boy kissing sucks balls in Shinsekai Yori. It's not even, like, worthwhile. Isn't that the point of boy kissing? No. Standards. Yeah, my standards. I forgot who I was talking to. Yeah, sorry, I have standards. Also, the horror isn't even really good in Shinsekai Yori. It's kind of bad, if we could be honest, if I could be vulnerable and honest. The boy kissing was shit! Not even fucking worth it, bro. Shinsekai Yori was just like a mess for no fucking reason. And then the plot was so bad. It was just so bad. Like, literally, why? I did not like it. In case it's not obvious by my reaction. Was it like boy smooching? The boy smooching was like a plot device, and it wasn't even a good one. Shaking my dang head. You have to do better than just boys kissing. It has to make sense and have a good story with it. Like, literally, I'd rather watch a series that does not market itself as BL, but just has a lot of fan service between men, because then I can imagine those boys kissing and having chemistry and, like, make up the plots better myself, versus watching something that has canonical gay romance and then having it be written like shit. Like, unfortunately, I have fucking standards. I will not just settle for seeing two men kiss on a screen anymore. I need flavor. I need variety. When I was younger, when it was less common to find freaking like BL or whatever, I would settle for anything that was there because it would be two men kissing and I could see two men kissing and I'd be like, oh, yippee, kicks my feet. But nowadays, I get so, like, annoyed when it's just the whole point of it is boys kissing and then there's, like, nothing else to it. I'm just like, please, give me something. Does Free count for that? Free gets really fucking gay in later seasons, if we could be so for real. Early seasons of Free had like a little bit of fan service, but they didn't really like go too deep into it. At least not as much as they probably could have. Later seasons of Free, holy shit. Them boys are really rainbow. Good for them. Good for them. I've actually been meaning to rewatch Free. I've kind of been kicking the idea around in the back of my head because I didn't actually finish it. I watched like the first 2 seasons, maybe one of the movies, and then I kind of fell off. I've kind of wanted to go back because I have seen clips about how fucking gay it gets, and I've been very curious if I would have the same opinions about Free now that I did when I was younger. The monkey's paw curls, the boys are all hot and doing boys with boys things and all the pairings are wrong. See, you misunderstand. You can give me the fan service with all of the boys in what I think are the quote-unquote wrong pairings, and then that's what fanfiction's for, baby boy. My sweet summer child, my darling little angel, you don't understand. I don't care if the fan service that I get is shit. I am a Fujo. My superpower is taking the wrong ships and literally being capable of editing them into whatever I want to see with my eyes. And then I write fan fiction to cope, and I change the ships to what I want. That's my world. I own them now. That's what I do. They're mine now. $50 Shades of Purple, literally me. You mean like Sakura trick for girls kissing for just kissing for kissing's sake? Sakura trick was certainly the anime of all time. It was cute, but I feel like I was going to be waiting for too long for the slow burn. So it didn't like fully appeal to me in the end. I think I only watched like 4 episodes of it. Do you have any published fanfics? Yes. But I will not be sharing them. The account is not related to Yuno Hanaki, so I will not be sharing them. But yes, I do have a few published fanfics. But they're like years old at this point. So they're bad. And I wouldn't share them anyway because they're bad. Actually, if you ever want to hear one of my fanfics, I do have an unpublished fic that I didn't like publish on AO3 or anything, but I did do a reading of it for my channel. It's on my YouTube. You can actually listen to me read my Shailumi fic from like 2021? 2022? I think that's how old that one is. I forget. That one was never published on any fanfiction platform, but I read it and I recorded it and I made a little drama CD out of it, I guess, for my YouTube channel, because that was a donathon reward, was to read one of my fanfics out loud like that. So if you really want to hear a sample of my writing, you can consume that. That one is Child X Lumine from Genshin Impact. From when I was still into Genshin Impact. I have not picked up Genshin Impact in ages. I fell off in Inazuma, and I never went back. I've missed a lot. Which is quite sad, because I did like a lot of the characters that were introduced in Inazuma, but Inazuma was such a slog to get through. And then there was even more stuff that you have to slog to get through to get to, like, the actual, like, plot stuff. gave up real quick. Inazuma was rough, it gets better though. That's what I hear, but it's so hard to finish getting through Inazuma. And then also, I was watching Hitomi play for a bit because Hitomi also wanted to keep playing because she loves Child as much as I do, if not more. And we knew that Child was coming up in one of the later worlds, or like, not worlds, countries. And we had to go through the chasm? I don't remember what the hell it's called. But there's like a section you have to go through before you can get to the fun stuff, which is like the chasm, the rift, the big hole in ground. That was a real slog. So we gave up because we didn't really care about the stuff that was happening there. She likes Child. I was getting confused. Yes. I guess technically if I want to avoid confusion, I should be saying Tartaglia. Her AO3 must go crazy. I mean, I haven't really written anything for my AO3 in quite a long time. Most of the stuff that I've been writing has just been stuff that I share with Hitomi and nobody else. At least in terms of fanfiction. I haven't been posting on my AO3 in quite a while because, like, I've reached a point, I guess, where most of my fanfiction is more so for me. One of the last fanfiction I wrote, I'm not going to say the fandom, because I do not want anyone somehow managing to fucking find it. But I will say that the last time I did publish a fanfic, because it was based off of something that I, like, thought was, like, a big brain fucking idea. I thought it was really cool and sick, and I, like, built a whole universe for it, and I, like, had the first chapter written out, and, like, everything was there, and it was, like, I was very happy with it. And then someone left a comment that was like, "You are perpetuating stereotypes by making this character act this way. I am so sick and tired of people writing this ship with this stereotype because it makes this character seem effeminate." And they were just like going off on me for like my own fucking fic, and I was just like, then why are you reading it? Then why did you read it? But it pissed me off enough that I decided to never update it. And I basically haven't published anything since then because, like, on the one hand, right? Like, you can still publish fanfics and you could just choose to ignore the, like, stupid comments like that just clearly don't care about, like, what you're actually writing. But also, in the end, I think if something is mostly for me and I don't really want people to come shit on it because they don't like it, I shouldn't even bother to share it then. That comment doesn't narrow down any fandom at all. I know, I'm avoiding what I said specifically on purpose, but I wrote about a character. I'm still gonna try to keep this as vague as I can. This character's initial role was more aggressive, but like this character is literally like described as Buddhist, which means that they would be way more of a pacifist. So I changed their role within my alternate universe that I was building to be something that was more suitable to a pacifist. And this person was getting mad because they didn't like the fact that I gave them a role that was like not like a frontliner, because they thought that that was me turning them into like a hyper effeminate bottom, for lack of a better term. And I was like, that's not why I did it. I did it because it's more suited to the character to have them not be a frontline, like, fighter. Like, this is just something I'm doing based off of canon material. I'm sorry you don't like it. Like, that sucks. But if you really don't like it, you could just not. You could just choose to not do this? It was kind of strange. I was about to blame the Naruto fandom as well. No, it was not Naruto. I haven't written something for Naruto in probably over a decade now. I think the last time I wrote something related to Naruto was with Hitomi. Back when we were still, like, role-playing a bunch of different ships together. This word choose, what does it mean? Clearly, because your fanfiction was presented to me, that means I have to read it. And then because I read it, that means I have to leave a comment telling you that I hated it and I think you are shit. As I'm just like, okay, I guess. But yeah, I literally never updated it after that. And then I was like, alrighty. No more fanfiction. I read a lot of fanfiction, though. My AO3 account now is mostly so I can read fanfiction. Maybe someday I would go back to writing, but I don't know. I'd have to be really inspired to, like, write a fanfic that I'd be willing to publish. Most of the time, I just keep my interpretations to myself because I'm kind of tired of people telling me I'm wrong. Yuno, I can't believe you forced your fanfic to pop up in their feed and then forced them to click on it and read it all the way through and wouldn't let them leave until they left a comment on it. How could you? Yeah, I know. How could I do this? How could I be so cruel and mean and bad? That also ended up being, like, the only comment that was left on that fanfic, and I was like, man, I see. I see. You have to write in order to get that movie deal and move out of your box. I don't think any of my fanfiction would ever reach the point that someone would want to make a movie out of it. Uno and Hitomi making fanfics after middle school classes. No, see, the funny thing is I met Hitomi when I was in high school. And Hitomi is much older than me. We weren't really writing fanfiction together. I mean, kind of. It was more so that we were, like, role-playing. But we did role-play in, like, a fanfiction style. But Hitomi is much older than me. But I was in high school when I met her. Hitomi is, like, 300 years old. I mean, I guess so, yeah, give or take. 300 something. I don't remember. But she's old. Lynn X Yuno fanfic when? I would have to see if Lynn would even be okay with me doing that. But yeah, anyway, that was like the last time I wrote a public fanfic, and that was a while ago. She's your BFF and you don't know her age. You kind of forget these things. I know that she's older than me, but I always, like, the problem is that we are so similar as people that people always assume we are the same age, and honestly, sometimes I forget that we are not the same age. I know she's older than me, but I only remember when, like, she brings up her age, or if she brings up, like, a super dated reference to something I've never heard of. You know her birthday, right? Yes. It's in May. I don't know if she wants me to say the exact date, but her birthday is in May. At a certain point, age stops really mattering. Very true. May 34th. Yeah, sure. I know the precise date. I just don't know if she wants me to share that information. I don't remember. I think when she said her birthday to you guys during my birthday stream, she mentioned that it was just in May. So I will just say that it's sometime in May. But I do know the precise date. Admittedly, I'm very bad at remembering birth dates, though. I have to have a calendar dedicated to birth dates. Fun fact, actually, since we both use iOS devices, Hitomi and I actually do have a shared calendar. well, we have two separate ones. We have a shared calendar for like actual sharing of like our schedules with each other, so that we know, like, she'll know when I'm streaming and I'll know when she's at work, so we can kind of like balance and figure out our hangout times. And then we have a second schedule that we've had since like way before we decided to establish this one, where we keep track of character birthdays. So there's a special calendar that I can turn on with like our favorite characters from like fandoms that we really, really like, so that we can keep track of all of their birthdays. Because otherwise, I'm really bad at remembering birth dates. I have to have it in my calendar or else I will forget. I forget my birthday all the time. It's like when someone asks you to do something on the spot and you can't do it. Yeah, I mean, I remember my birthday too. But I do sometimes forget the year, and I have to like pause and think about it. I honestly did not remember. I think I've told this story before. It's a little morbid, sorry. But I was really bad at even remembering Onimama's birth date because, again, really bad with birth dates. The only reason I now have it memorized is because I had to say it a bunch when I had to confirm things related to her passing. I had to confirm her birth date quite often when it came to like calling different institutions and like verifying information and like getting stuff squared away for her. So I ended up having it memorized. And I always remembered it because I was able to remember how she used to say it when she had to verify her birth date for this information. So I would always say it the same way she did. So now it is permanently stuck in my brain that way. Yuno was born February 3rd, pre-Cambrian era. February 3rd, XXXX. XXXX. She knew Littlefoot. Littlefoot was my bestie. That girl sure did love leaves. She's so crazy. I love her. Tree Stars was wife's ancestor. Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. Whatever you want, man. What was the Stego's name? Good question. I actually never watched the Land Before Time movies. I know who Littlefoot is, though. Spike. Ah, I see. But yeah, anyway, I never watched those. Anyways, I never watched those. I've heard they're quite good, though. Add it to the watch-along list? Really? What are those called? The Land Before Time movies? Very good. I see. So just the first one? I wonder how they've aged. I wonder too. Land Before Time. Just the first one? Yeah, I figured it would be just the first one. First one is great. One of my writing professors in college was a writer on those movies. I'm like a degree of separation away from a celebrity. Whoa, crazy. That's cool. Just the first one, core memory worthy. Noted. The rest were very straight to home video level. That's very funny because in the YouTube chat, someone is saying the second will make you cry. Have you guys ever seen speaking of straight to home video movies, have you guys ever seen the sequels to Cinderella? Like, have you ever seen Cinderella 2 or Cinderella 3: A Twist in Time? Have you seen those? Because we might need to put those on the list too. I have core memories of those. You haven't? Oh my god! Yes! We might need to watch those. I love Cinderella stories. I think I've said this before. I love only the out the window meme, but you need to see the context. The rest of the movie is actually so fucking banger. If you see the rest of the context and then you see the out the window meme, it's so good. It's so good. Okay, I have to add that to the list too. We'll have to do like a Cinderella trilogy watch. But no, I love Cinderella stories, not just the like Disney Cinderella, but I also really like movies that are like Cinderella parodies. So we might have to watch some of those too. I totally forgot how much I love those kinds of movies. We need to put some on the list. I have to remember some to put on the list. Little Mermaid and Lion King. Yes, I have seen Little Mermaid 2 also. And I have seen Lion King 2 and Lion King 1.5. The Selena Gomez one, yes! The Selena Gomez one is so crazy. But there's also the Hilary Duff one is pretty wild. And then there's also, oh my god, what's the other one that I really like? The Selena Gomez one is a fucking banger. But there's another one in those, in that, like, section era thing that I really, really like. I just can't remember it. The Brandy one? Well, the Brandy one is good, but it's not the one that I'm thinking of. Parodies like the Russian-made Pinocchio with Pauly Shore dub? Well, no. Not quite like that. I've had to explain my definition of parody before, but, like, the idea of a parody from, like, this particular, like, creative writing perspective is taking the core elements of a story that already exists, but telling them in a different way with, like, different circumstances and, like, changing some of the core aspects. So the core idea of a Cinderella story is you have a girl who is poor, lost her original parents, has been taken in by the step family, is treated like shit by the step family, and then eventually is able to go from rags to riches by, like, you know, having her transformation sequence through some capacity or another, getting the chance to dance with the modern day quote-unquote equivalent of a prince at a ball, losing something that the prince holds on to and tries to use that to find her, the step family trying to prevent her from being found, and then, like, the happy ending eventually when she does get found, right? That's kind of, like, the core element of a Cinderella story. So if you wanted to do a parody of that, you would be like, okay, so instead of losing the glass slipper, let's take the Hilary Duff Cinderella as an example. She loses, something else, at that dance, and then, like, there's an announcement that plays on the loudspeakers at school the next day about how he's trying to find this specific girl, his missing Cinderella. It's things like that, like, they change core aspects of it, but it's still the same kind of story, just via, like, different means, and, like, more often, like, modernized, I guess is the best way to put it. Duff was a bracelet charm or something? Yeah, like that. So instead of it being the glass slipper, it's a bracelet charm. Or instead of it, like, being, something like that, maybe it's, like, a mask, in case they do a masquerade ball version, etc., etc. That's kind of more so, like, what a parody is. So that's what I mean when I say that I like Cinderella parodies. I like it when they take the core elements of a Cinderella story and they like modernize it, or they just retell it in a different way. I think that kind of thing is neat. Also, yes, the Barbie movies are quite good. I managed to show, I think I watched them with Hitomi recently, a bunch of the Barbie movies that I remembered. And it was fun and silly. I don't have nostalgia for a lot of them. There are a few that I missed or like skipped over, but there are a couple that I did really like. I feel like these days it'd be harder with everything being connected. Well, some of these Cinderella parodies are from like the 2010s. I don't know if there would be one for the 2020s. Might be harder to pull off. That said, did you know that those Cinderella parody movies that I'm talking about are from the same studio and are actually meant to be kind of in the same interconnected universe? I lost my fucking mind when I was looking up these parody movies to watch them with Hitomi, and I saw that they were from the same like production company and they had like a whole universe dedicated to them. I was like, what? They were made by the same company? CCU. Didn't they cameo Duff in the Selena one? No, I don't think she was like a direct cameo, but like they were made by the same studio and it shocked me. I was like, what? That's insane. Yeah, maybe they referenced her. I don't know. But it blew my mind to discover this information. I was like, what? How? But it was also kind of awesome because I was like, that explains why I love all of them for the same level of like cheese. Because they're very cheesy, kind of cringe movies. But I love them a lot, so it's worth it. Prince Charming has been ruined by Shrek. I don't think so. I think that the Shrek Prince Charming is honestly pretty funny. Although I do think a lot of like fairy tale type stories now kind of go out of their way to make it so you don't have to go for Prince Charming. We have a lot of like subversion of expectations where Prince Charming doesn't end up with the girl at the end. And she ends up with like a different guy. Imagine a Cinderella VTuber and she loses her rigging and returns to PNG. No, I think what would happen is the Cinderella VTuber has, she's mostly in rags and she has like barely any personal assets. And then there's like one night where she gets to have like all of the like bells and whistles of like a big corporate VTuber debut, like fancy model, fancy rig, crazy toggles. Completely custom like chat, CSS, background, BGM. But then as soon as it hits midnight, she has to press a button and all of it disappears and she goes back to the lesser quality model. And then she streams like that forever. Unless she can find her Prince Charming. You know you need to write this? The Cinderella VTuber story? I suppose so. I do actually think if you wanted a more traditional Cinderella story, maybe being a VTuber would be the answer. Now this is how you get that movie gig? Oh, Lord. 3D concert and has to end it early. 3D concert and it has to end when the clock strikes midnight. Her evil stepmother, which is like her evil manager, I guess. Her evil indie manager forces her to start the 3D concert at 11, even though she planned it to be multiple hours. So she only has 1 hour to get as many performances in as she can. Prince Charming being the CEO of a corpo? No, Prince Charming I think would have to be another VTuber, but maybe still a corporate VTuber. think if it was the CEO of an agency, that could get a little bit iffy. But maybe a corporate VTuber could be interesting. What would be the item that is lost? Good question. I guess it would have to be like maybe the phone they use for tracking, or maybe something happens and they like lose access to the files that they need in order to be the VTuber. 3D tracker? No, that would have to imply that the Prince Charming was like at the event and could pick it up off of like the backstage. That'd be kind of weird. But like maybe, I guess, if we have this implication that one of the 3D performances is a dance with the prince. Her USB of files? Maybe. The hard drive. Would have to be something the prince would have and could test people on. Yeah, this is also true. Memorize her toggles. What keys does she have to press in order to be sad? It's tab 7 for me, by the way. Her stream deck? Maybe. Stream decks don't really carry that much information, though. Prince Charming finds her during a graduation stream and finds her again when she debuts her next life. Oh, maybe the 3D concert is a graduation. Maybe she's being forced to graduate because her stepfamily doesn't want her to keep being distracted by streaming anymore. Kind of taking from the Selena movie about how she wasn't allowed to dance anymore because it was distracting her from her chores. So maybe the 3D stream is a graduation stream. She's like very sad about the fact that it's been cut down in time. She's trying to fit in as much time as she can with like friends and like performing for her audience. And then one of the last performances is her getting to dance in 3D with this princely corporate VTuber. But the clock strikes midnight and she's gonna lose access to all of her files, so she runs away. And like the concert just ends with her having like run off stage and like her model has disappeared. So the stream gets like force ended. He has to find the file, or like the USB stick with all of the files on it. And so then he starts testing other VTubers to see if they know like the set list, or like if they know where she might be going. All of these new like pre-debut VTubers are trying to convince him that they were originally her in their past life, so they have to keep trying to like answer these questions about her, even though all her content got wiped besides the stuff that's now on the stick. The fairy godmother is her model mama and rigger. Aw, that thought's kind of cute. Maybe a new USB with an item or merch that hasn't been announced. Ooh, the idea of it being merch that never got the chance to be announced would be kind of interesting too. V-tweeters pretending to be her. They're like, surely I can convince him. There's kind of an anime out right now that's similar. Really? The stepsisters are V-tweeters. No, I think the thing with the step family is that they have to be not as involved in like the VTuber industry. I made that offhanded comment about the stepmom kind of being a manager, but I kind of like the idea of them not being connected to the VTuber world and they just don't get it. They're aunties then? We could go with that. They could be aunties. Trying to find a streamer he used to watch. There's 4 girls who sound similar, but he has to figure out who. Interesting. Maybe the Step family are in the idol industry and don't like VTubers? Maybe they didn't like the fact that she was starting to do so well as a VTuber that she was about to become, like, a virtual idol. Like, she was going to get, like, a contract with, like, a... Not like a corporate, like a VTuber corpo, but like a, like some sort of music, label was going to, like, give her a contract so that she could start releasing music. And they felt like she cheated the system because she did it all virtually. Could add a layer of suspense having to hide their IRL identity. Yeah, I think a lot of this is going to have to involve hiding the IRL side. But maybe that ends up being what convinces him. Like, he's been trying so hard and, like, going through all of these small, pre-debut VTubers who have been trying to convince him that they are the girl that he's been missing. And he's like... He is IRL. It's like the first time you see them, like, outside of their VTuber characters. And he's, like, hanging out in the real world, sitting at his laptop in a coffee shop, stressed out of his mind, looking at these files and trying to figure out where the hell she could have gone, what her possible plan could be, like, where she's planning to go next. And then he gets handed the coffee from the barista, and then he recognizes the voice because she's just like, "You look tired." And it's something that she once said to him while they were practicing for the 3D concert. Exact same intonation, exact same tone of voice. Lightly ribbing, but not mean. And he just looks up in shock because he doesn't really think that that could be real. Doesn't fully believe it. I volunteer for tree number 1. Thank you. We need all the trees we can get. I'm cooking. We have someone taking notes, right? Paige, are you writing this down? Rock number 2 for me, boss. All right, you got it. I don't know why, I just thought that would be the Damadachi looking for Buno if she graduates. That's very sweet. Just watch the stream archive, that's true. You could just watch the VOD on YouTube. All the info's there. I do think this could be pretty cute, though. Think. There's certain things that I'd have to iron out, I think, for, like, the logistics of it, but I think I could probably actually turn this into something. In my head, I'm literally sitting here like, some of those things didn't make a bit of sense, but that's just because I'm, like, spitballing. That's what happens when you spitball live. I'm not, like, fully formed with any of these ideas. I'm just like, blah, 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 blah. Things that I think sound good. You could nuke this VOD for the Cinderella effect. No, you guys literally scream and cry and throw up when I nuke my VODs. So I will not be doing that. But, you know, this is buried at the, like, 3-hour mark, so you'd have to be really dedicated. Or I guess, if this stream ends up timestamped, just check the timestamps. We don't always throw up, just most of the time. Yeah, just most of the time. And I don't want you to throw up. I care about the Damadachi tummy situation. Buno will make it to Hollywood and then mention Damadachi at the Oscars. That's assuming that this gets picked up by, like, a Western, video? I don't know. Western, movie company. But the way this pitch sounds, especially because it's focused on VTubers, I kind of feel like it would make more sense for it to be an anime. Or, like, some sort of, like, Japanese, animation project. Contacting A24 right now. Uno Pro Studios. Uno Pro is crazy. Make a light novel, submit it to one of those contests that have it get turned into an anime. Ooh, that would be pretty cool. My VTuber life ended up like a Cinderella story. Wait, that title cooks. That title cooks. She saves and pinches pennies and dimes and gets a model made to audition for the 3D Live, and her stepsisters wipe her hard drive and brick it so she can't contact the artist. Ooh, that is also a fun idea. If we go with that angle, like she's trying to audition to be part of this 3D Live instead of it being held for her, I think then what ends up happening is the fairy godmother gives her like a free to use like customizable model. And so she dances using like a blank, like basic plain Jane model, but still manages to get the chance to dance with the like central prince. But that's why he's struggling so hard to find her, because she used a very plain model, and he's been trying to find other people who use that model in case they're her, and none of them have been her. Which is, you know, commentary on like the thing that some people feel about the customizable models, where it's like everybody looks the same now and everybody's using the same model or whatever. Could be funny. Is the prince the manager that needs to find who auditioned? No, I still think it's the princely VTuber who was like hosting the 3D concert. But maybe the manager is also like the best friend kind of character, like, you know how the Prince Charming in the original Cinderella had the attendant guy who like helped him put the shoe on all of the women. Maybe this guy is the one who's like helping vet the talents for the sake of the talent that he's managing, because this guy is going crazy. He barely wants to stream because he keeps missing this girl, and he keeps telling his manager that he's like threatening to graduate, and this guy is like, it's a woman! It's one woman! Please don't throw away your career for this! Oh god! So he's trying to like, he's the one that posts the initial open call that's like, hey, if you have used this particular model, please reach out to us, because we're trying to find somebody who used this model in an audition for a concert. Manager could be like an older brother type. Yeah, an older brother type who is very easily stressed by the fact that his talent wants to graduate over a woman. Just like, please, this would be the biggest scandal of our fucking lives if you did that. Sorry, I shouldn't cuss in front of you. This biggest scandal of our freaking lives. What if they were all boys, though? I mean, I do think that there is a value in a male Cinderella story. Making this a BL would be kind of fun. It wouldn't be too hard to tweak certain things. I have to find her. You have 20k screaming women each stream. Pick one. They're not her. Ah. Your priority should be your audience, dumbass. And he's just like, but what if my audience is her? What if when I sing now, I can only think about singing for her? This just turns into a Tom on B-side situation. Manager's having a breakdown too because he hates seeing his boy like this, but doesn't understand why the girl situation, because he's gay. Oh yeah, the manager being gay is actually kind of funny. He's really good at marketing the boys to like do fan service for girls because he is gay, and he's like, if I think this is attractive on a man, then surely girls also like it. But anyway, he's just like, please, it's a woman. It's not that serious. I vibe with this. I can see this angle. I can see this angle. I choked on my water. This could get silly, yo. Okay. Make it even better, he's EN and she's JP. No, I think that one of the key things about the Cinderella story is that even though they come from different worlds, they're supposed to be able to understand each other. I think if they spoke different languages, that would kind of make it difficult. That would make it a very difficult story to tell. I don't think we need the extra layer of, like, a language barrier. They should both speak the same language. It's not Romeo and Juliet. If it was Romeo and Juliet, they would have to be two VTubers from rival agencies that are in love with each other. But can't be together because their agencies are sworn rivals. And there's, like, very serious expectations for both of them to, like, never interact with the, opposite gender. Manager torn between bro mode and manager mode. Yeah. You could do that one next. Guys, surely these stories already exist. Uno is going to make a VTuber Princess story for all the Disney movies. That could go hard, actually. A Beauty and the Beast VTuber Princess story could be kind of fun. They exist now because you're making them. They might exist, but they are made by Budo. I do think it could be fun. I've seen more stories about VTubers, like, coming out in, like, games and manga and such, but I feel like it always focuses on the, like, the gapmoy between the VTuber and, like, the IRL person. Like, there's always an emphasis on what it's like IRL, which is fine. But as somebody who really likes the playground that being a VTuber is, I would love to tell more stories that take place, like, more centrally in the VTuber space. Like, it's more about the avatars than it is about the real-world scenarios. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm thinking of more so. Which is why I like this idea about the magic that happens during this, like, 3D concert. I will have to contemplate and cook on these ideas further. But maybe we will be able to get more out of it eventually as I continue to cook in my brain. Bruno will revolutionize the VTuber Princess stories. I could. And we could also tell some gay ones. Even better. The possibilities are endless, you see. I crash out on one auntie and she happens to be a witch, manager with great and terrible connections. She cursed me to stream with this hideous model until a Fujo breaks the curse. That's crazy. Writing VTuber Princess with Buno on the next stream. I mean, my next stream is a co-working and writing stream. I have to do some stuff for Patreon, which was one of the main reasons I'm doing a writing stream, but we can probably do a little bit about that. Now that's a story. It could be fun. It could also be quite silly. I like it though. I am vibing with it. I will have to contemplate this further. We struck gold with this idea. Stonks go up. I can't remember our last Goofy stream. It depends on your definition of Goofy, I guess. Because we've gotten a little silly. This is probably one of the longer tangents we've gone on, for a Goofy stream, though. Or, like, for an Onimon. The guy from Kingdom Hearts. No, why has Kingdom Hearts been brought up twice in my stream chat today? I've never even properly played a Kingdom Hearts. The one where you had to dub Kaya was heckin' silly. I mean, had to is a strong word. I just did it because it was funny. But that was a pretty silly stream, yes. Yeah. I will keep these ideas in my head. I will kick them around a little and maybe come up with some things. I've gotten a little bit better at writing scripts ever since I became a corporate VTuber, because I learned how to write scripts to give directions to like audio mixers. So maybe I can take these skills and write more of a script for this VTuber idea as well. I was thinking about how fun it would be to get like a mini cast together to do like a cold read if I ever managed to finish enough of it to have like a full episode. It would be kind of fun. I'm not kicking you! Stop it. Yamero. I'd be down for a cold read if you ever need a male voice. Noted. I will write that down. I want to be the sound of the wind blowing. How good are you at sounding like blowing wind? You better have a pretty solid audition in the bank and ready. Not bad, not bad. Anyways. Whoosh. Eh. Notes to the audio mixer. The girls slay. Slay! Should take 5 minutes. Please use the remaining hours to make me sound not terrible. You know Hanaki stage 4, you know over. Literally me. Every other person in this cast, amazing, incredible, flawless. It will not take you long to edit it at all. Me though, I'm sorry. I'm ass. Me though, I'm sorry, I'm ass. Anyhow. You could do a cute animal character. Me? I mean, yeah, probably. I don't know. I mean, I think it'd be kind of cute if, like, Maybe when our main character, our Cinderella, is like super down in the dumps about losing her chance to like properly interact with the prince, maybe the personification of her VTuber mascot comes to life and talks like a silly little mascot character.
Don't give up, Cinderella! If you want to achieve your dreams, you gotta work even harder than before.
Be nice. You'd be the mascot and the mascot is a bear? True. Her fairy god VTuber mama brings it to life. I mean, yeah, there is certain versions of Cinderella where they actually have like the animal like pet companion turn into a person or like an assistant in some way. But could you imagine me being a cute little bear character with like cute ears? So cute. Can she have a dark recolor as a devil on her shoulder and make it buttery? Yeah. Disney style mice, but it's her member badges. Cute. Kuma Nui Yuno? Yeah. Me as a cute little bear. Also, I would not transform into the carriage. I would be the one steering the carriage. And I would be helping our VTuber get back home before the magic wears off. But yeah, I'd be a little bear.
Oh, Cinderella, I'm so excited for you, I can hardly bear it! We all believe in you! Good luck at your audition!
Teddy bear pajamas on Chibi Buno? Something like that. Boo, I love it. Thank you. Thank you. I can't ignore this plot hole. The heroine is saved by Yuno driving. She's cooked. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I think that this mascot would be very cute and very funny. Very adorable. A little baby. I would protect her. Unrealistic plot. This is the thing you find unrealistic. The character's not literally me. I'm playing a bear. It's not that it's Yuno Hanaki as a bear. It's literally, I'm playing a bear character. It's not me. You guys need to, like, separate the actor from the character. Ay. Anyways. Still cooked, but that's not... You know what? I don't care anymore. Fine. If it's a plot hole you can't ignore, I'm scrapping the whole project. We don't need it. We don't need it. Fuck it then.
Fuck it, who cares?
Can't have anything nice in this fucking house. Anyways. It's public domain now. No, that's not how that works. The idea is literally still mine. I did not give anyone else permission, so none of you can take this idea. It's still mine. And I'll just take it with me to my grave. You made this? Looks around. I made this. No, you didn't fucking make anything. God, whatever. This is our idea. I mean, fine. You want to make it, you can. I'm not helping you. You're not allowed to use any of the ideas that I provided in this stream. You want to say it's your idea? You have to do it on your own. Them's the breaks. No, you know you're our only competent writer. The project will fall apart without you. Well, should have thought of that before you decided to get sassy. We need a pretty girl for Cinderella, though. There are plenty of pretty girls in the sea of VTubers. You don't need me. I have J.J. Abrams on the phone. The writing process is 90% stealing from Yuno, 10% also stealing from Yuno. That's crazy. I can't believe it's 100% stealing. Parentheses, I can. You're right, we'll call Kaya. Kaya would be a really pretty Cinderella. She'd be good at it. And she has a good singing voice. If we turned this project into a musical, it'd be pretty solid. You could suggest literally any woman, though, and I would probably say yes. They'd be a good Cinderella. Because I don't think I would be a good Cinderella. I wouldn't cast myself as Cinderella. Ayla-sama? Ayla-sama would also be a very good Cinderella. But she already has the princess buff. You need to make this project about you? Huh? What? What? No? I don't need to do all that. Smile? I just said I would cast myself as, like, the little mascot bear character. Yeah, I'm already playing the mascot. I can't also be the princess. Who else could be the cute little bear? The bear will have a lot of screen time. One woman play. I write the light novel, and then when I go to pitch it, I'm like, I do all of the character voices myself. Slips glass Geta onto Yuno's foot. No! This is not about me! No, I don't fit the princess. Who decided that? Me, I did.
Cute. Do better.
Ted Ed GR, thank you for the $5 tip. Hello, Yuno. This is not a bribe to continue the VTuber Princess project. Just wanted to wish you a good day. But is the project still on? Thanks. I appreciate it. Yuno would be the prince? Now that would be interesting. We make it Yuri. I'm the prince. Or we leave it the way it is and I just play a boy. You could mode activate. Yukun mode activate. Maybe that's the play. And if Isla is to be the princess while Yuno's the prince. I don't think Isla-sama would want me to be her prince. I don't think so anyway. Isn't she literally married to Nami? If that's the case, maybe I should make Nami the prince. That Yukun art was knocking girls dead. The one for the cover? Yes. It was, and it caused even Charlotte Suzu to have to bring it up in the group chat. That's how big of a deal that art was. It was pretty awesome, it must be said. Nami would be a dashing prince, I agree. Kaya, princess, Yukun, prince, and Lin, mascot. Kaya would never want me to be the prince. Kaya would rather die than have me be the prince character. I think she would rather have Lin be the prince. Now I raise you Lin, princess, Yukun, prince, Kaya, mascot. If Charlotte was affected, Yukun must be the sexiest man alive. Well, Charlotte brought it up in the group chat because she wanted to know who the girl I was dancing with was for the MV. She didn't know if it was meant to be a certain person or not. But she did talk about the cover during the Kawaii Union address. I don't remember what she said about it. I just remember that she was like looking at it and was like, who is this girl supposed to be? And then asked in the group chat to see if anybody knew. And that's what everyone was just like, me. Literally me. It's me, by the way. And I was like, it wasn't intended to be anybody. But it was very funny to see it be discussed like that. I'm sure you have no bias with that casting. No, no bias at all. Kaya, prince, and Melon, princess. Yeah, that's the only situation she would accept. But it's not Yuno, it's Yukun. She doesn't like Yukun either. Because it's me by extension. She doesn't like me like that. She may appreciate very pretty women and have a lot of women as her wives, but she would never claim me as a wife, ever. The amount of times that she'll be like, wow, look at all the pretty women on screen, and then Yuno's also there. Same thing will happen with Yukun. Childhood friend coded. Something like that. It's pretty funny. Now Lynn, on the other hand, Lynn just kind of rolls with anything. She rolled with the facts that I started calling her my wife. She's so chill like that. You know, very far off to the side in the group picture. Me and all of my wives. And then someone's like, who's that purple girl in the corner? And Kaya's just like, oh, some photo bomber, I guess. What role do we give Yuno? The dance floor. What? The floor. I wish to stomp her for 20 minutes during the dance number with wives. Jesus Christ. Unfortunately, too real. Mike Wazowski. Look, guys, I'm in the cast photo. And then it's everybody else is like standing front and center, and I'm off to the side with my face covered by the logo for the project. Me and all of my wives plus one friend. She wouldn't even call me friend. She'd be like me and all of my wives plus Yuno Hanaki. Because the last time I saw her say, wow, look at all my wives, she just said, and Yuno. Or I think, and Buno. So, you know. That's the level that I'm at. The level that I am at is Yuno Hanaki. Me and all my wives. Oh, Yuno's here too. Damn, she hates you. I know. Oh, and I guess Yuno too also as well. As I'm just like, hi. Hi. Very silly. Anyway. I was going to say something else and I forgot. I brought her here to valet and forgot something very important, so she's just eating the catering now. These little sandwiches fucking rock. You just hear me in the distance complimenting the sandwiches. But, you know, something something, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. I don't really stick out much. Hug blueberry from the back. No, that would kill me. If I could tell something had blueberry, I'd avoid it. We're expected to get snow this week for the first time this winter. Wow, congratulations. The snow is finally starting to actually melt in Onigashima, and I am very happy about this information. So I think you're just taking our snow. Have fun. Smile. I love this, personally. It's supposed to get quite warm over the next couple of days, and it's gonna just rain. Like, it's not gonna snow, it's gonna rain. And that's so epic. I love this. Snow distribution system. Yes, I'm taking my snow and I am handing it out to everybody else who wants it. I'll gladly take your snow. I love snow. Okay. You will have it over the course of the next couple of days, it seems. Because that seems to be about how long the snow is going to continue here. Which is fun. I like snow, but we had a bit too much this last storm. Yeah, no, for real. I am ready for it to be gone. We are now past the point where I enjoy having snow around, so I'm ready for it to become warmer. I'm ready for the snow to dissipate. Stay gone, please. The gopher says there's more winter. Well, the gopher is a liar and a cheat, so... it's fine. I choose to believe the weather report for now. And weather report says there will be no more snow, so... yippee. Not the gopher slander. I don't believe him. I think he lies. So it's fine. But anyway. I think I'm going to call this a stream soon. We had very lovely tangents today. And also brainstormed a very interesting concept for a potential project. I feel like that was a pretty satisfying OniMon. The parking lot at my job was flooded because the snow around the drain hadn't melted. Oh god. No, that's a lot of water. Please be safe. Just pour hot water over the snow and make it melt. It's fine. But no, I'm probably gonna call it here. Tomorrow, the next stream is going to be a writing stream. Writing and co-working, because I'll probably be working on some other stuff on top of the writing I need to do for Patreon, which, speaking of, I have a Patreon. If you want to be a member of my Patreon, you can join. I post diary entries where I just kind of ramble about random stuff for a while. And I've also been posting monthly wrap-ups for people in the higher members tier, where I give like wrap-ups of like numbers and like metrics and math and like other such things. I go more in depth about how the channel is doing. If you care about that kind of thing, I think it's kind of neat. There's also a higher support tier if you would like, where you can get a custom voice pack from me. If you choose to take part in that tier, and then you can immediately cancel it after I give you your custom voice pack. I don't really mind. But I will deliver the voice pack to you within the month that you become a member of that tier. So if you're ever interested, that is probably the best way to get a custom voice pack from me. I will message you via Patreon and get the information from you about the voice pack that you want. And I will say your name. And I will follow the request however you wish for it to be approached. Yeah. So if you're at all interested in any of those offerings, you should check out my Patreon. Because that is one of the best ways to support me, because I don't have my monetization on YouTube. You can also subscribe on Twitch if you want to use emotes on Twitch. You can do that too as well. Vote on the next watch-along potentially too. Yes, that is also true. Members this past weekend watched Burlesque with me, which is one of my favorite chick flicks. But we have like a whole list of recommendations that we'll be voting on for future watch-alongs, which we will watch once a month. So if you want to vote on what we end up watching, becoming a member is the best way to do that. And you can do that at the lower member tier. You don't have to be a higher member tier in order to vote. Just gotta be a paid member. But yeah, I have some stuff to write, so tomorrow will be a hopefully productive evening of working. Because then I'll be going into my midweek break, because I don't stream on Wednesdays and Thursdays, normally. Friday, we have a, not really a sponsored stream, but the company that published the game gave me a code to play Symphonic Rain. So, I will be playing Symphonic Rain, which is a musical visual novel, from my understanding. I don't know how long it is, but we'll play it on stream. We'll see if we like it. And then, that'll be Friday's stream. Saturday, I will be trying to do coloring voxels again. Hopefully, I'll actually do it this time. And then, members will get exclusive Yap Sesh. And then Sunday we'll be doing more Animal Crossing, but specifically the Happy Home DLC, so I can start decorating some houses. We'll do some like cozy room and house decorating stuff on Sunday, is the plan. Yeah. You can have Buno kick you on Patreon. Yes, you can make me kick you on Patreon. I'll like edit the sound effects in and I'll be mean to you if that's what you want. I'll say your name and I'll degrade you. You can truly ask for it to get pretty wild. The only thing I can't do is like explicitly not safe for work.
Yep, your soul will do.
Tokenai Namae, thank you for being a tier 1 subscriber on Twitch for 5 months. Nice. Thanks for always making Mondays great. Well, thank you for always being around on Mondays. That makes me happy too. She's mean for free, the kicks are paid. Okay, well, yes. But like, more mean. You know, kicks her mic and streams are canceled for a week as she waits for a replacement. I literally kick the mic, yeah. And then I'm just like, ow! But it sounds really like staticky and distorted because I broke my microphone. Anyways. But yeah, if you ever want the custom voice pack, you have to subscribe to the higher Patreon tier. And then as soon as I give it to you by the end of the month, you're allowed to cancel the membership. It's fine. I totally understand. You could keep it too if you want, but I wouldn't pressure you to. Because otherwise, it's just a support tier to keep me able to pay my rent. But, so there's no pressure. Anyways... that's the plan for the rest of the week. So I hope to see you at the upcoming streams. Also, I'm cooking up some stuff behind the scenes, too. There's some fun things that I'm hoping to announce in the coming days. And I'm also working on being brave and planning more collabs. So hopefully you can start seeing more collabs from me in the future too. Smile. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to be big and strong and big and strong and big and strong and brave. So, I'm working on that. Thank you for believing in me. I'm working on that. No promises just yet, but anyway. But yeah, we're gonna call it here. We're gonna call it here. Thank you guys so much for choosing to spend time with me. I hope that you have a good rest of your time zone, and until I see you again, Yunotsu! Have a good night. See you tomorrow, maybe.